You know how every time you scroll online, it feels like everyone's calling themselves a coach? Well, here's the thing, I don't. In fact, the word coach has never really felt right for me. So today, I'm pulling back the curtain on why I ditched that title, why the word mentor feels so much more aligned, and how choosing the right identity in your business can change the way that you show up and serve. Welcome to the Moms Make Money podcast. I'm your host, Jenny. I'm the owner of Moms Make Money Collective, a podcast and visibility strategist, and mom of two. Many moms feel like we need to sacrifice our careers for our children, but I wholeheartedly believe that we can have a thriving business and family at the same time. In this podcast, we're going to be diving into the ins and outs of running a business as a mom and getting real and raw about all things parenting. So buckle up because we're about to go all in. Hey there, welcome back to Moms Make Money, the show for ambitious moms in business who are ready to make a full-time income from their business in part-time hours. Today, I want to have a real conversation about something that might sound like just semantics at first, but for me, it's been a huge shift in how I show up, how I serve, and how I think about the work that I do with moms in business. We're talking about why I don't call myself a coach and why the word mentor feels so much more aligned with who I am and how I work. So if you've ever felt like you don't so if you've ever felt like you don't so if you've ever felt like you don't quite fit the box your industry tries to put you in, or you're wondering how to position yourself in a way that feels authentic, this episode is for you. Okay. So let's be honest. In the online business world, everyone and their dog seems to call themselves a coach. A business coach, a mindset coach, life coach, systems coach, you name it. And listen, I have absolutely nothing against coaching. There are some really amazing coaches out there changing lives. But when I looked at my own work, I realized the word coach didn't quite capture it. It felt off for some reason, like I was squeezing myself into a pair of jeans that technically fit, but I just couldn't breathe in them. And that's when I started exploring the word mentor. And suddenly, everything clicked. So here is how I see the difference between a coach and a mentor. So a coach is usually about guiding you to your own answers. So they ask powerful questions, they help you process. They don't necessarily tell you what to do, but they instead help you uncover it yourself. Whereas a mentor is someone who has been in the trenches, they've walked the road, they've made the mistakes, and then they turn around and say, "Hey, here's what I learned, let me show you the way." And that is me to my core. I'm not just here to ask you those thought-provoking questions and let you sit in silence. I'm here to roll up my sleeves, share my playbooks, show you what worked and what didn't, and help you shortcut that trial and error phase. So you may be wondering why the word mentor fits me better. So as a mom building a business in the margins of daycare and school drop offs and sports practices, I've had to figure out how to grow in less than ideal circumstances. I've built while juggling babies on my hip, I've launched programs while sleep deprived, and I've also navigated scaling while trying not to lose my mind in the elementary school car line. That lived experience, that is what I bring to the table. And that's what makes me a mentor. Because when another mom comes to me and says, "I want to launch a podcast, but I only have 10 hours a week to work," I don't just say, "Well, what do you think you should do?" I say, "Here is the exact framework I use. Here's the system that worked for me. Let's tweak it to fit your life." It's less theory, more action. Less figure it out yourself, more I'll walk alongside you and hand you the tools you need to do this. So why does this matter for you? Because your business gets to be built in a way that actually feels like you. You don't have to take on a title that doesn't feel aligned just because it's what everyone else is doing. You don't have to build offers that don't fit how you work best. And you certainly don't have to brand yourself as something that makes you cringe every time you say it out loud. For me, claiming mentor over coach has freed me up to lead in a way that feels authentic and powerful. And for you, it might not be about titles at all. It might be about offers or pricing or the way that you market. The point is, alignment matters because when you're in alignment, you show up with more confidence, more energy, and more impact. So if you're listening to this and you're thinking, "Jenny, I want that kind of support from someone who's been there," then that's exactly what I do inside of my mentorship containers. So whether you're looking for one-on-one guidance to launch your podcast, streamline your systems, or finally grow without burning out, or you're craving community and support of other moms doing business in the margins, you've got options. You can head to the show notes to learn more about how we can work together, from my Done With You intensive to group mentorship. Because you don't need just another coach, you need a mentor who gets it. So here's your reminder. You get to choose the words, the titles, and the frameworks that feel aligned for you. And when you do, that's when you stop trying to squeeze into someone else's mold and start building a business that feels like home. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode of Moms Make Money. If today's episode resonated, I'd love it if you'd share it with another mom entrepreneur who needs to hear this message. And don't forget to hit subscribe so that you never miss an episode. Until next time, keep building your business in the margins your way. Thank you so much for tuning into today's episode. I really hope you enjoyed it. I'd love it if you would head on over to our free Facebook group called Moms Make Money Collective to connect with us further. If you're more of an Instagram fan, make sure you're following us on Instagram at Moms Make Money Collective. If you're loving the show, make sure to leave us a rating and review on Apple Podcast. Your feedback means the absolute world to us. We'll see you in the next episode.